LA's Police Foundation's been very much under the radar screen. They played a lower key role, a very vital role. We really need to all work together also to take it to the next level.
Well, public safety is essentially the foundation of our quality of life here. If we don't feel comfortable being out and about in our homes, in our schools, in our businesses, and recreating throughout the city, we would be a very, very different city.
The idea is that you're giving back to the community of Los Angeles through the police department, that there's no better investment that you can make in your city than public safety, because 4 million people benefit by that investment.
You know, we are in a new world order in the city of Los Angeles and municipalities across the country. We have to have public-private partnerships to be able to provide some of the even basic city services. The Police Foundation has served a critical role in being able to meet the needs of our city and our police department.
So this is the foundation of community safety, of neighborhood safety, and of safety for the city. Our mission is to provide resources for the department and to enhance the department's relationships with the community. And as somebody who lives in LA and works in LA and plays in LA, I know that for me, safety is the most important concern. You can't do any of the other functions in a city if you're not safe.
She was beaten up and sexually assaulted. The guy took off after she fought back. It happened yesterday afternoon on the 3600 block of 22nd.
She was 67 years old when she was killed. All these years later, her alleged murderer has now been arrested.
There's also suspected in as many as 25 other murders and scores of rapes that occurred in the Southland during the 1970s and 1980s.
Police say the latest DNA technology has linked Thomas to 2 murders in Los Angeles.
If we're able to link him to the cases we think he's involved in, that would make him LA's most prolific killer.
The LAPD has 9,000 cold cases, but they live by the motto that no case is too old or too cold. DNA is breathing new life to these old murders.
The DNA backlog that has been so much in the news over the last several years, the rape kit issue, if you will, Foundation has stepped up to raise hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars to help us try to clear up that backlog.
And every dollar we raise doesn't have to get caught up in any kind of administrative structure. It can go straight to DNA test kits.
Basically, when you're talking about a rape kit, you're talking about someone who's been violated, someone who's a victim out there. We are totally reliant on the city's budgetary system for our funding. And we get some outside grants, but it's never enough to do the full job. So without the foundation's help, it would mean we won't get the equipment we need. It also means taking a criminal off the street and preventing other victims.
11 hit. Officer down.
Officer needs help, 107 Wilmington, officer down. Correction, 107 in.
Hit already. Good hit.
2 officers are down.
The first grant we ever made was for trauma kits that every police officer in the department gets, and these are for use for first aid in the event of a shooting or a stabbing.
We don't have a YMCA. We don't have nothing in this community for them to do.
If you don't claim your children, the streets and the gangs will raise them.
They come right into the streets. You go anywhere else, the kids might have somewhere to go, like an after-school center or somewhere they can direct that energy to. Over here, that energy is directed into negative energy.
Ready? Hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the posting of the colors.
All of our youth-oriented activities are all supported by private funding, and the Police Foundation has stepped up significantly to support that.
I got a lot of confidence, I learned a lot of leadership, and I just learned basic knowledge about life itself. Like I know I have qualities right now that can help me in the outside world. 1, 2, 3.
Well, discipline to me is not just being punished for something. It's like the way we use it. It's like structure.
Pose, up, tip, up.
I think I would have been in jail, honestly. Honestly, I would have been in jail. Because I don't know if I would have the power or strength in me to not join the group of crowd, the crowd that was just totally negative to the community.
We have to stay one step ahead of the bad guy. And the benefit of having a very aggressive foundation that can respond to our needs is to be able to respond to the rapidly changing technologies in a very expeditious manner. So when we identify a particular technology that is crucial to our ability to stay ahead of the game, we turn to the foundation. I mean, their response is very quick to us. And that's what makes us successful, our ability to stay ahead of the game.
Ready to go to work? Let's go find it, buddy. Come on, let's go to work.
And obviously there are people who say, well, you know, we're already paying enough high taxes. And that is true, we're all paying high taxes. But the reality is that our needs surpass those, and we have to seek alternative funding. And we're very thankful, we're very fortunate that here in the LAPD, here in the city of Los Angeles, we have a very active foundation who understands that and are willing to contribute of their time, their effort, and their money, hard-earned money, I should add.
I think the foundation has grown to be an integral part of how we operate in the city of Los Angeles.
I don't think the foundation could survive for a moment without the strong, engaged board that we have. And our board members are involved in everything from governance to fundraising to public relations.
The range of initiatives sponsored and supported by the foundation is really without limit.
It's something that people should think about as part of their hierarchy of charitable giving. And giving back to this community is everybody's job. Giving back money, and giving back your time. And giving it back to the Police Foundation, I think, is one of the most important charities that people should focus on, because it's going to come back to you tenfold. And the fact that this city today is so much safer than it's ever been in the last 50 years tells you that that investment is probably the best investment you can make.